Right. Hell.
Very well.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
So you have come to us at last, child of Bhaal. You've come to claim your heritage, perhaps, and in pieces, no less. How terrible it must be to die in such a state.
What are you talking about?
Your heritage, child. This is Bhaal's realm. You have not fated to join the former Lord of Murder's essence, have you? No. So your blood holds sway here.
What are you speaking of?
You hold power here, or rather the piece of you that is Bhaal's does. And that part of you rests now in both you and the other one, the wizard, yes? He stole much of your divine soul, but not all, so you are tethered together, neither truly dead and neither truly alive. Ah, most interesting indeed.
So how do I end this? Would you tell me that?
But you already know. You must seek your soul by gathering the tears of Bhaal. Only then shall the way be open to you.
The tears of Bhaal?
Death causes many tears to fall, child, and Bhaal collected many while he lived. The tears will open the eyes and show you the path to your soul.
It is a good thing you've come to me, child of Bhaal. Only you hold the power to vanquish the terrible creature that holds one of your dead father's tears here. I have heard of your prowess, child. Most impressive for a mortal life. Creatures of great power thrown aside as if they were nothing. Beings any other mortal would quake before. You have fought against valiantly. You are a wonder of destruction, child of Bhaal. Go then, and defeat the creature that lies in the cavern. Crush it beneath your heel and claim another victory!
What manner of creature do you speak of?
It is a powerful creature, child of Bhaal. One that only you can destroy. I am confident in your ability to deal death to such a creature as this, and take the tear that is yours.
Yeah, but what manner of creature is it?
It is a creature that deserves death, child of Bhaal. You are such a wondrous fighter. I simply thought that you could defeat it where others failed.
Why does it deserve death?
Because it exists. It stands in your way.
Are you saying that it will not give me the tear?
Well, no. It might give it to you if you ask it nicely enough, I suppose. I see that despite your great deeds, you have no pride in you, child of Bhaal. So be it. Humility serves well those who wield it well.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, another dragon fight wouldn't be all that interesting.
You have mastered your pride. The tear of Bhaal is yours.
We really need extra healing potions. Well, I suppose we don't need them, but who the hell cares?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I will enjoy this. What would you have me do?
You have been granted 20% resistance to fire,
I will
cold,
take
and electricity. Whoopie-doo.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
The tear of Bhaal lies very close to here, child of Bhaal. Just beyond either of these two rooms before you. You have encountered many times in your existence where you have been forced to swallow your fear, no? You have fought off terror that would overwhelm a lesser being and shown courage instead. Pass through either of these rooms, and your vaunted courage shall be challenged, child of Bhaal. I have something I will offer, however, which will make it so much easier for you, child. You know, like so many with power, that items of magic can do much that the ordinary man cannot. Such as this cloak, for instance. Stitched together from the flayed skins of lovely nymphs. Wear it and be soothed by its powerful magic. Panic will never overcome you again. With this cloak, you could easily gather the tear of Bhaal and worry not of your courage. I bow to the power of your divine soul, child, and offer this cloak up to you, if you wish it.
I don't need the cloak to give me courage, Fiend. Take it and be gone.
Then you choose to rely on your own power and bravery. It shall be as you wish, child of Bhaal.
Mind your
You
tone.
are immune to this sort of crap, aren't you? Because you're immune to level draining fear, right?
You have a problem? It will be done. You are easily
You must gather your party before venturing
a
forth.
waste of my talents, but so be it.
So what do we get? Immune to +1 weapons
Yes.
and less.
Very well.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I look forward to
Know you, child, that there is a tier of Bhaal in this place before us. Yet there are two paths that lead to it. Two doors, two paths. Yet both lead to your goal. Yes? You have made many choices on the journey that was your life. Many paths have you taken, and always they have had an effect on those around you, even when that was not your intention. Such is the fate of those born with destiny. The consequences of the actions they take ripple about them throughout all that is reality. Perhaps the fate of others concerns you little. Perhaps it consumes your soul. That too is a choice, an action taken, a ripple set into the pond of reality.
What does all this have to do with the tier?
The path that you take to the tier will affect another this day. Another who is innocent of the action you take, and yet affected by it just the same. One of those who travels with you, who orbits your destiny and yet is innocent of your taint, will do nicely. Remember, child of Bhaal, a choice must be made. And you must live with the consequences of that choice.
Who got screwed over? Except it's troublesome if she dies. We'll have to wait it out. Crap. Hmm. And still neutral evil. Nothing's changed with that. I think I'll sacrifice Hexat. I would take some permanent negatives. You have to resurrect her. No, she doesn't need resurrection. She does regenerate though, doesn't she? Yeah. Can you sort of cheat here? By waiting out the the health. I'll see. How much damage does she take? She probably takes a percentage damage, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna just die here. But there's no guarantee that she will. When did I save? Gonna give her a fast regeneration ring.
Very well.
Don't want to weigh out with her natural regeneration.
You
Yes.
must gather your party
Too
before
tedious.
venturing forth.
I look forward to
No, you perhaps the one of remember, child of Bhaal. A choice must be made.
What can I do?
And you must live with the consequences of that choice.
45 points of damage. Yeah. Regeneration rate is quite a bit faster now. I don't think the game cares what the condition is, it's guaranteed death at the last door. I'll wait until 60 so it's easy for me to see how much hit points does it really lose. It could have been determined by the... I think it basically reduces you to 2/3 of your health, 1/3 of your health, and then you're just gonna kill her. So I assume this is a waste, or I'll give it a little bit of time, get 2/3 of our health back. $58, 9, and 60. Right. I don't think it'll make a difference.
The consequence of your choice is thus. Your companion is destroyed as a result of your actions, if not your intent. Such is the path of destiny, forged by those with the will to know they are preeminent. The tear of Bhaal is yours, child.
She was literally destroyed. She no longer exists. Right.
very well.
That's not acceptable. Okay, I guess I'll have to take the negatives. I'm
You
not
must
sure if that
gather your
happens
party
every
before
time,
venturing forth.
or is it because it's Hexat and her weird system that she follows. But I don't dare to take that
Remember,
chance.
child of Bhaal, a choice must be made. And you must live with the consequences
+2 hit
of that
points,
choice.
lost a point in dexterity. No. And what else? Experience
The
points.
tear of Bhaal is yours, child.
What would you have me do?
Very good.
I will listen. I will enjoy it.
Not a huge loss, still annoyance. We change. Neutral evil. No alignment shifts. I'm not sure at what point they do
You must
come.
gather your party
Maybe
before
you need to
venturing
make
forth.
all the choices.
I will take care of this.
Next one would be Black Razor or Saga. Hmm. Black Razor is a decent sword. The problem with the sword is not the abilities. The abilities are good. Problem with the sword is that it's too low on the enchantment scale, so it will never harm the opponents it needs to harm. 10% magic
Mind your,
resistance.
it will be done.
It's not bad. It usually doesn't matter, but sometimes that little thing, magic resistance, will save your ass. Enemies rarely bother to lower your magic resistance.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
But all things, even the most powerful, can be overcome, yes. You have defeated many whose claims of power were so hollow, you tore them down from their thrones.
Yeah, and what does this have to do with the tier?
Always you have used the right tools to defeat your foes, yes. And I am giving you now the right tool to defeat this one. Here it is. Gaze upon the sword that is named Black Razor. Most powerful it is, and it is the tool you need to defeat the one who holds the tier. It is for you to decide, child of Bhaal, how to use the tool you have. I leave you to your choice, then.
Who actually has the sword? The +3 weapon, it should be +4 to be useful. Regeneration, immunity to charm, and fear. Every hit has 15% chance of draining 4 levels from the target and healing the wielder by 20 hit points, as well as hastening him for 20 seconds and increasing his strength by 3 points for 20 seconds. So if this was a +4 weapon, it would be amazingly good find. I should hold on to it.
Easily.
But it is not, so it is worthless. Would have been good in this game, not
I
in
see
the
the
next one.
ruler of this small plane has come to me. Perhaps my eternal torment shall be relieved at long last. Oh, I can only hope.
Are you the one that guards the tier ball?
I am, to my everlasting lament. It is my punishment that I hold the tier of Ball to remain evermore until certain conditions are met. Only then may I be free.
And what conditions are those?
I cannot tell you directly, my lord. It is a condition of my punishment that I can only tell you of its nature in a riddle. Listen carefully. Behold the razor's blade forged of darkest iron, quenched by blood and fear. Know that ye hold the key to the one who guards all sacred murder tier.
So let me get this straight. The sword Black Razor is the key to getting the tier of ball from you?
I cannot answer that, my lord.
So if I were to give you Black Razor, would you give me the tier? And that would release you from your punishment?
It would, my lord.
Take the sword, I have no need for it.
I am most grateful to you then for my release. Oh, may the heavens sing your praises for this charity you have shown me.
Yeah.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
A waste of my talents, but so be it.
I suppose Black Razor is by no means a poor sword in Throne of Ball either. It's just the abilities are the only reason it's even slightly might be considered that. I'm
You
guessing
have a
because
problem? Very
it's
well.
sort of the fundamental problem that the rewards for this place should have only been made after Throne of Ball was already completed. That way it would have been scaled in with the next game in mind. I mean, in this game it doesn't matter anymore. All of this is just rubbish.
You must gather your party
Plus
before
2 auto all
venturing
your
forth.
saving throws.
You are going somewhere you do not want to be.
So we meet again. How fitting that our reunion should be in this place of retribution.
Sarabok?
It is I, or an echo perhaps. My essence joined that of our dead father after you murdered me after all. But in the end, all the children of Bhaal end up here. I have one of the tears of Bhaal you will need. I will not hand it over to you, however. You do not deserve it.
You're in no position to place judgment on me.
But I am. I am in excellent position. Rule of this realm was rightfully mine, and had I spitted you on my blade as easily as that pathetic wizard Gorion, our positions would be reversed now.
But they aren't, are they? I killed you then, and I can do so now.
Ah, yes. Stoke that infernal wrath of yours. I can feel the anger within you, boiling like a pit of sulfur in the crevices of your heart. You feel it, do you not? The taint that surrounds your soul like a serpent, squeezing it, spreading its venom. That taint, that wrath exists in all the children of Bhaal, but few know how to use it. You have become the Slayer, have you not? The avatar of our dead father. The blackest expression of murder. I see it behind your eyes. Summon your wrath for me, if you can.
Why? What do you get out of this?
You are the one who brought me here. Your power over this place has summoned forth my essence once again. And why do you think you have done that? I can teach you how to use your wrath. You can control the taint, direct it, summon it at will. You can become the Slayer at will and become the weapon of murder that you were meant to be. So think of me. Think of how I destroyed your precious Gorion. How I plundered the lives of your Candlekeep. Summon your rage. Stir the depths of your black heart. Summon wrath. Summon wrath and become it. Because if you cannot, then you are not worth your destiny. It should have been I. It should have been I. Attack me, worm, if you dare!
No, I won't do it. I don't need the taint and I won't use it.
Then you were never worthy of Bhaal's blood, and I shall crush you where you stand.
Well, that's probably true.
Now I return.
What I need to know is, am I immune to your attacks or not? Open and effective, yep. So there's only one way this can end. As a normal sword or a +1 sword, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. The rest of you can join up, by the way.
Yes. Death to all who stand against me. You were lucky then. But you are a slippery one.
I see, Sarabak has all the hit points in this game, apparently.
I look forward to it.
He had no damage mitigation and he still took the entire group for some time before dying. Hundreds of hit points.
Kill them all and have done with it.
Right, now comes the more interesting part. We Starbuck awaits the moment we use the next tier. So, preparations.
Happy to help. To try to help.
You're the main thing that we can prepare, so Vital seems horrid wilting is a good choice, but mainly because it'll only harm enemies. we're mostly interested in disarming some of the... Spellcasting wise, the opposition isn't going to be as difficult as before, but combat wise it is vastly worse. More or less going to be a support for guys who are going to go toe to toe with Slayer. A death spell, so if he summons something, we can get rid of it. Invisible, improved haste might be exactly what we need. Breach spell, spine. We need low resistance. I suppose we could use those, but it's not that important. Certainly don't need that. We could throw a few support spells here and there. I don't think it matters too much. What would be the point? I don't think we need any specialty spells here. Not really. Where is the better Chaos Shield? Improved Chaos Shield, right. I'd like to take one of those, please. I might have to start throwing this low-level crap. Am I going to web something? No, I'm not going to web something. Protection from fear might be worthwhile. Right. There are other contingencies we could go. Doesn't really matter. Nearest enemy when we see it, and 3 Abudals in Droid Wilting. It's not a solution to all of our life's problems, but it should be a good opening shot. Brute Alacrity, maybe? I don't think time stop will work. I'm not 100% sure on that. Throwing a ball, a lot of creatures are immune to
I
it.
will listen for now.
I am ready.
I'm not sure if all the traps will be triggered.
Mind your tone. Very well.
What would you, if that is what you want? You are lucky I'm
But
here.
we might as well make preparations. Also, I'm saving here. I need to know how many traps can we lay in total. We should start with the weak traps, then replace them with the stronger ones, if that's possible. And you fucked it up. How could you fuck it up? Because you have... no? Maybe we should add this, yeah, the poison. He doesn't have the skills I have, that's probably why it fails.
Very good. Fear not. I'm watching your back. Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise. I sense great
There's
evil.
3
Fabled
traps
treasure.
now.
Someone's terrible danger.
Or
Probably some spiders. Someone's getting an unpleasant
Five.
surprise. Someone's getting an
6.
unpleasant surprise. That's right. Someone's getting an unpleasant
7.
surprise.
Probably 9 then.
That's right.
I mean, that's more traps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Certainly.
Fair enough.
You have a problem? I look forward to it.
I'm ready.
We need chaotic commands. Don't think so.
You are going somewhere you do not want.
Probably want haste. I'm gonna give improved haste to the 2 guys who already have a lot of attacks. Wilson and Prasad. Right, this should be a... Prasad had, we can't haste Prasad. So he could definitely use the additional
I would enjoy
attacks.
this.
Right, the traps might trigger immediately, I know. Wisdom and Charisma. Yeah.
So we
Interesting
are
of
to
note,
battle one last time.
they didn't really
No
trigger
more
anywhere
hiding
but
for either
here.
of us.
So if we place them anywhere else, it should be fine. I want to see what happens. Near death, yep. I want to load. Shanghai load something a little bit earlier. I think I didn't really care too much if Irenicus gets destroyed or not. I wanted to get the demons out of the way. Could also do things in another way.
I am ready. I am ready. Unpleasant surprise. What would you have me do? What would you have me do? An unpleasant surprise. You are lucky I'm here. Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise. Someone's
What would you have me do? Very well.
Yeah, that'll be good enough. You also go invisible. Don't think so.
So we are to battle one last time. No more hiding for either of us.
I will enjoy destroying you. To die in this place is to cease to exist. I have defeated you once already. You have no chance. I have as much chance as you. I have fought my own demons in this hell, and I have learned that it is not to be feared. As horrific as this place is, it merely mirrors the soul we now share. Shrink from it if you will, but I have grown to appreciate what it can offer. Now defend yourself. One of us is not truly dead and may be restored if the other is left here to rot. I will be free with what I have taken.
I will restore myself whether dead or alive. You shall not have what belongs to me.
Your soul was never truly yours, poor child. You should let me put it to better use.
Enough with the blah blah blah. Let's see already. It is over, Irenicus. Accept your fate with grace, or don't. It matters little enough in the end.
Pretty words, mage, but pretty words will not save you from my wrath. We will see, Irenicus, though you will soon wish you had not.
Yeah, Irenicus is basically out of the fight already.
For now.
Fall and stay falling.
I think this is gonna be a very, very short fight.
Ready for anything. That's it?
You have a problem.
We have a lot of shit coming our way. Don't think we can do much.
I look forward.
Let's bail on this. The monk might be able to survive what is to come.
Taste my foot.
He's regenerating quickly.
I'll see you in the ground.
Single stun.
Yes.
Good one.
Happy to help. To try to help. Fear not.
Let me help. What would you have me? Taste my
I'm
Still
ready.
ineffective. We have to be able to harm him, otherwise the fire wouldn't be effective. So he's functioning under stone skin.
I need something to punch or kick. You are a sky. I will listen.
That's protection from magical weapons.
Yes, Lord. And stay falling.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not gonna make any difference at this point. It's too late.
Now try something different.
It won't make any difference, it's too late. He's trying to retain his defenses, but it won't. I can just disable them immediately.
Now try something different. You are a slippery one. Mind your tongue.
Get down, everyone!
I'll give you a course. You were lucky then. But luck runs out.
Oh, for the love of drum cake! It wasn't even close, was it?
You are a slippery one.
I almost did not believe it when the priestesses told me that your body was showing signs of life once again.
We resurrected who we could, but it seemed nothing would draw your spirit back. We were about to give up when you began to stir this morning.
How long was I?
Dead? A couple of days, no more. However, you managed to find your way back. It is good that you have done so. You have done a great service for Suldanissalar. You saved the Tree of Life and myself, ending Irenicus' threat. To lose you would have been tragic. I have planned a ceremony to reward you and to show our gratitude for your actions. You are a hero to the elves, perhaps even a legend in the making. But enough of that for the moment. You will need to rest and regain your strength. I will send a priestess to awaken you when it is time.
Those of you who have survived the return of the exile to Suldanessalar know me, your queen. But only some of you know the hero beside me, who was most instrumental in saving our city and the Tree of Life. Such selfless acts almost resulted in the loss of your life, and perhaps much more than that. These deeds were not performed alone. Suldanessalar also extends its gratitude to those who have traveled with you and fought by your side to help save our city. There is no reward adequate enough for one who has done so much. Let us offer, then, the eternal thanks of our people, and an amulet of the Seldarine to remind you forever that you are welcome here amongst us. As for the man whom we once knew as Jonaleth, I can only say that he died long ago. He lives in my memory still. To the man he became, the exile Irenicus, he who performed atrocities on you, the tree, and his former people, to him I can only send my prayer that he finds the peace in death he never found in life. I feel I must apologize on his behalf for what he put you and your friends through. For his madness, we stripped Jonaleth of his elven immortality and exiled him, only to create Irenicus instead. I cannot help but feel we are partly responsible. It is something I shall have to ponder on. As for you, I imagine you are eager to resume your travels once again. We wish you well. Know we look forward to your return in the future, should you desire to.
To end like this?
Gorion's sword has become too powerful. We should have acted long before now.
There is no reason to be concerned. The fate of this fool has been sealed.
But can we be so sure?
This spawn of Bhaal is doomed. There is no escape.
There is no peace for a child of Bhaal. You've learned this lesson time and again, as all who are close to you suffer because of your tainted blood. When John Irenicus fell, you had hoped for some sort of respite. But peril follows you like pestilence. The time of the prophecy has come. 5 powerful Bhaal spawn have arisen, leading their armies across the Sword Coast, slaughtering their weaker siblings and innocents alike in a wave of massive destruction. Like wildfire, panic spreads before the armies of the 5, and those suspected of being children of Bhaal are cast out and revived. Even in Soldanesalar, unease grows into fear at your presence. Queen Elysim urges you to visit a sacred grove where the ancients might shed light on your fate. You wonder what part you will play in the dreaded prophecy, and how long before its culmination devours your soul. Only one thing seems certain. So long as Bhaal's throne of blood stands empty, chaos shall reign.
The spirits of the forest await. Check through your possessions and spells once you're prepared for whatever may come. Click on one of the stone heads and speak to the gods.
I will enjoy this.
What exactly do we have?
What will it be?
Exile is dead. Shit. God damn it. God darn it.
What would you have me do?
And I didn't switch the spells. Well, whatever.
I will very well.
Ready for anything.
While it would be nice to have spell triggers and such be ready, not really necessary.
I look forward.
I am very good.
I'm gonna just place a couple of traps here and call it a day. Not exactly sure where the fighting is gonna happen here. The powerful traps doesn't matter. It's gonna be bad time for anyone who wants to fight here. Anyone who isn't me, that is.
Someone's getting what would you have as a good surprise? Fear not, I'm watching your back.
What is that? 5 traps?
Someone's getting you are lucky I'm here. Surprise. That's the best you can manage?
Yeah,
You have a problem?
it's good enough.
I will enjoy this.
Prophecy ere turn. Garion's ward hath come. Crossroad of past, present, and future. The one foreseen, the one foretold. That which hath passed is ne'er truly gone. History repeats, though mortals choose not to see. War and bloodshed be not new to the realms. A god that once hath been, may be once again. Armies march and cities burn, the rivers froth with tainted blood. The corpses of those born not innocent feed the inferno of boiling hate. False servant deceived, 5 led down a false path. A hidden traitor lurks in thy midst. The servant of Bhaal knows death and destruction, the face of an ally, the mask of a foe. The children of Bhaal bring death to the land. They slaughter each other and feed their father. Death and betrayal walk together. A river of tainted blood doth not cleanse. The storm approaches. We speak no more.
Right. On the wrong side of this. If they want to fight here. But the game says no.
So, I have found you at last. It was an effort to track you down in these woods. Too many old wards for my liking. But here you are.
Suppose you are some bounty hunter after Bhaal spawn?
All that you need to know is that I've been given the pleasure of ending your life. I may yet mount your head on the wall with all the other Bhaal spawn I've killed. I haven't decided.
You hunt Bhaal spawn? Why?
Isn't it obvious? I am Bhaal myself, dear man.
Not all of us have been wandering Faerun like witless cattle, like you and pathetic Imoen and so many others of Bhaal's blood. Some of us have far greater aspirations. The time of Alondo's prophecy has come. These rhyming ghosts here should have told you that much. Great things are afoot, and your contribution will be your death. It has already been decided. I am Ilasera the Quick, child of Bhaal, and I have been chosen to perform this deed. You cannot resist us.
I can. You're a fool to think otherwise.
We shall see.
Yep, pretty much. I now go to where my traps are. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, I got the rabbit dog with the good traps. That's fine. Okay, I think that's pretty much all they have.
Blast it! You now try something different.
Happy to help. To try to help anyway.
You are going somewhere.
I need to get the hell out of there.
I'm ready.
What's gonna
You need to
Yes?
do true seeing, and you need to kill Ilasera the Quick. What happened? Wild Surge Explosion, actually that might work for us.
Let me help
Fall and stay falling.
you. You now try something different. You now try something different.
Yes.
You now try something different.
He She killed herself. Right.
What would you have me do?
Skull trap.
Then now try something different. It will be done.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fight when Elisera is dead. Hardly blame him.
Can we lose some of this trash? I can't carry anymore.
Another cheetah paw. Boots of speed. Haste. Movement speed, whatever. Doubles movement rate. We're sort of starting to having very shitty movement rate with some people. Hex would benefit more from it. I mean, these are just arrow avoidance boots, not exactly great. Ooh, magic resistance for you. He has 76% magic resistance. And what is this? Magic resistance 10%? 10% plus saving throws, okay. Almost the same shit.
Ready for anything.
Elisera the Quick wasn't particularly good. And you have a plus one ring. Pretty sure I've had something like +2 rings for some time. At least sold them up. Probably not, though. I've sold them up.
I will
or whatever.
Easily. Mind your tone.
Now we wait.
I greet you, Godchild. You who are of divine blood. I have awaited you.
And just who are you?
I have existed since the first strand of fate was woven, a servant of the paths and the gods. I have watched your own path most carefully. Our own servant, who was the mortal Alondo, spake the truth that became prophecy. It tells of your coming and of all the others who are the progeny of Bhaal. The spark of the divine rests within all of Bhaal's children, and the time for their joining is nigh. I am here to aid you, Godchild.
How?
I cannot interfere. I can only prepare you, Godchild. Aid in your education. You who are most unready to assume your destiny.
What do you mean by that?
I mean only that you are unready for the possibilities that await you. Your mortal mind does not readily comprehend the power in your blood. When you were last in your sire's realm, Godchild, it was altered by your own consciousness, without you even forming the intent to do so. You are not ready for the power. You must be ready. It is your presence which determines the outcome of the prophecy, although even I cannot see it yet. When the time comes, you will be ready. I will make certain.
What is... no. What is going to happen?
Power comes with knowledge, Godchild. It shall come to you in time, as your destiny unfolds. I shall see you soon. Until then, hold your heart close, and know that you are not alone.
So, you have finally arrived. I have been waiting for you.
Yeah, didn't I kill you the last time?
You did indeed, although that was no fault of mine. It was you that summoned me then, even if the words were my own. I have done nothing but attempt to reform myself since. As you will recall, it is your will that shapes our father's realm. Whether you are aware of what you do or not, I myself am nothing now but the shadow you see before you.
You saying that I'm in hell once again?
You do not know where you are, do you? You did not come here on purpose? What a bitter irony this is. You who stumble about nearly blind to your true power continue to survive, while I am reduced to this. Very well, I shall tell you where you are. You are within our father's abyssal realm, brother. That plane once ruled by Bhaal and now shaped by the taint present in your soul, but no longer present in mine. You have been here before. This is a cocoon of sorts. A miniature version of our father's larger realm. Sort of a plane within a plane. I assumed your mind formed it to protect you from the power of this place. Rather ingenious, dear brother. I wouldn't have thought you'd had it in you. Regardless, I spotted it forming and guessed at its purpose. So I came here and waited, knowing that eventually you would come, and that then we could discuss my deal.
What could you want?
What do you think I would want, dear brother? I wish to exist. I wish to be alive again. You can do that. The smallest fraction of your soul, my brother, given freely, with the taint of our dead father within it, that would recreate my flesh, restore my mortality. Sarevok would live again.
Yeah, and what would I be getting in return for this?
There is the knowledge of how to leave this plane of yours. That is one thing I can give you, although I did not know that when I came here. No, what I offer you is knowledge that is much more relevant. Something that dates back to my mortal days when I was gaining power within the Iron Throne. Something that you will find most intriguing. I know where your destiny lies. I know where you must go to find it. Search about on your own and it will soon be too late. The time of the old prophecies is upon us, or upon you at least. What say you?
We have to do this anyway, one way or another, so I don't want to argue this. Very well, I agree to your demands. If we had Emoan with us, we could offer Emoan's peace. But since we don't...
So I have cheated death. Thank you, dear brother. No gift could please me more.
I live, flesh and blood and bone. I am alive. I swore I would scratch and crawl my way back into the world of the living, and I have done it.
Though my sword and armor have not appeared, no matter. Without the Bhaal essence to channel their powers, they are of little use. I shall make do without them as I once did. Thank you, Melas. I am pleased.
Yeah, that's odd. I don't feel any different.
Did I not say it was only an insignificant portion? I suspected that doing it here in this place it might work, but I was not sure. It is good to see that I was correct after all.
You weren't sure? That was quite a risk.
I did not get to where I did in life without risk, fool. It was no bluff. I knew enough to suspect that it might work since our heritage was the same, but none of that is important. I imagine you are eager to hear what I have to say. The first thing I shall tell you is of how to leave this pocket plane that you have created. It is an extension of your will. It exists because you need it to exist. It is this plane which creates the portal out, but it will not take you where you wish to go. It takes you where you need to be, or perhaps where you believe you need to be. But I cannot give you the ability to make this plane create such a portal. There are many bar passages in this plane of yours that I know little of. One, however, I can open, and beyond it lies what you seek. Watch.
Yes?
Enter that room and face your challenge. It will be difficult. You may not want to do it alone. There is a spirit here which can summon those companions you require for your party, if you require such. Regardless, once you have completed that challenge, you will be able to leave this plane of yours. It does not, however, take you where you wish to go. It takes you where you need to be, and I, as I said, know where that
In
is.
my youth, I spent much of my time looking into the old lore of the dead Bhaal priesthood. I unearthed one of the old prophecies from an uncooperative sect of Cyric, one that spoke extensively of this time now upon us. The Sword Coast will run red with blood, yes. But the battles will culminate in a great struggle within a city to the south, the Tetherian city of Ceradush. It is there that you must go, where the first step of the prophecy will unfold.
Although naturally, you must face your challenge first.
And then what will happen?
Then the future begins. Then we will all see just how much of a role you are to play in this conflict, and if you can live up to your sire's heritage.
Fine, I've heard enough.
Before you go, I have one more thing to ask of you. Take me with you.
What?
I once was sure that the old prophecies centered around me. Even if that is no longer the case, I know more about them than perhaps anyone. I can help you with the challenge in that room and more. Of course, I do this for no selfish reason. There is power in your wake. I'm sure I am not the first to tell you this, and there is no better opportunity for me elsewhere. Besides, you defeated me long ago. You have earned my respect. Think of it. Brother and brother side by side.
No. Forget it. You are not my brother, and I would never trust you at my back.
I see. So be it. Our business is finished then. You have what you need, and so do I. Gather your companions for your challenge and be off. May we not meet again.
Ooh, shiny ones.
Sespanar.
You have a problem?
Hello?
And what are you supposed to be?
I am the little butler for the great Bhaal. Oh, yes! Or I was. It has been very lonely for me. No more master to serve for a very long time. Until now, that is.
Yeah, Sespanar is somewhat annoying.
Only useful for crafting, so I don't want to talk with him.
Yes, old Sespinar, gladly. Ooh, the flail. You sure you know? Ooh, you like this one, maybe? Like a little snack on a toast, huh?
Late stringer chainmail, no use for us. 40,000.
Okay, so, nope. Nope. I see
A waste
nothing
of
more
my
that matches with my
But so be
recipes.
it.
No more shiny ones.
Happy to help.
Oh, well.
To try to help anyway.
Back to cleaning, I guess.
Yeah, spell trigger might actually be more useful to us. We could put some quality death fog somewhere. Lasts for 1 turn. Will instantly kill all summoned creatures, regardless of hit dice and immunities. 8 points of damage per round. 3 would be 24. Pretty much forced them to be there. It's acid damage I could be immune to it too. Okay. I don't think we need anything too special. The house reckless swimmers, then basically cover our ass. Probably should have a single magic immune creature. Basically to milk spells out of top spellcasters. Do I really care? I don't really care. That's the main problem. It's not important. There are very few opponents where that would be worthwhile, truly. Our word blind might be worthwhile. There's no saving throw to it. Won't last long, but for a 6-round time we can play a serious opponent out of the engagement. Right.
You are very well.